skip, scoppity, flip, floppity, get floppity, slip, floppity, dip, floppity, dip, floppity, slip, stoppity, dip, floppity, dip, floppity. It's movie time.
Welcome to the House of Rouse. This episode
What an intro.
is
Wasn't that funny?
Hunter's Pick.
Yep.
So what did we watch? Oh wait,
Yeah, you're describing it.
Originally we were supposed to watch,
Yeah, we were supposed to watch South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut.
and then the curveball was
The curveball came in.
off
Probably should have gone with the first one.
Wait, how did you decide we're gonna watch this again? I just remember saying, let's just watch that instead.
It got brought up, I think, when we played video games together and we played
Right.
Ready to Rumble.
Oh,
And let's
yeah.
watch, fuck it, let's just watch Ready to Rumble.
Flashback.
Let's edit that in there. A flashback scene to where we're all.
Make sure to click that video link
Don't-
above.
Don't click though, because that's.
WW.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
All right.
Okay. Ready to Rumble. Are
Watch
you describing
Ready
it?
to
You're
Rumble.
describing
All
it,
right,
I guess.
yeah,
I
sure,
gotta
yeah,
think
yeah.
of some other things over here.
Okay. All right. So Ready to Rumble was a film from, I believe it was the year 2000, and
That sounds about right.
basically, it's just two guys who are ultra fans of wrestling and don't want to believe it's fake. Their favorite wrestler gets beat up really bad. Somehow he didn't know that was going to be in the script.
He got there late.
And he becomes a washed-up has-been, and they try to get him back onto the road.
Oh man, don't say that about King.
And that's pretty much the plot.
It's pretty much an extremely bad version of Nacho Libre.
I wouldn't. I mean, the plot doesn't really.
I know, but like the type of like feel I feel like they're going for is kind of similar.
I don't.
And it's
I
like the
don't
theme,
think it
the
is
theme
at
of wrestling,
all.
the theme of like pro wrestling and whatnot.
I don't.
But
I can't.
well, I don't care. I don't care what you agree with. I'm not here to be liked.
All right.
I'm not pandering.
Well, going into this movie, Hunter beefed it up a lot for me throughout our friendship.
Did I? Did
That
I
was
really
very
beef this movie
regrettable.
up a lot?
We would make movie lists for movies that we were going to watch every night, and he would throw this in there. every
Oh,
once
did
in a
you
while.
really?
Oh, I don't remember throwing it. I remember throwing it in. I don't remember throwing it in a whole bunch.
Probably like 2 or 3 times.
Out of all the Blue Ruin
You
and
know-
Almost Famous.
You know what though?
I mean,
No-
I had to throw in some curveballs every now and then.
You know what though? Any amount of times to throw this in a movie list is too many. Because this is legitimately one of the worst movies ever made.
It's a rough one, boys.
I enjoy it.
It's a rough one.
I actually wrote down, I knew I was going to hate this movie in the first 5 minutes.
I didn't think. Oh, see.
5 minutes in, I knew. I already knew what I was about to watch.
Yeah.
Dude, they run through like 10 shit jokes in 5
Well,
minutes.
no. First thing I said about it was, I can't remember what someone gets called a retard. I was like, dropping retard right in the beginning. What is this, radio? What are we watching?
It was a different time.
What's our top 5 again?
We're doing top five tards.
Jesus.
Oh shit, I never wrote to my top 5.
What?
Oh god.
I haven't done that yet.
Top
Sick.
It's alright, we'll just
We're doing top
pause
five.
it and I'll write
Top
down
five.
my top 5.
We'll do an extra long transition song for this one.
So I'm the one that fucked it up this time.
Jesus.
Alright, well, we're doing top 5 cartoons later, but that's a little
I guess
later on.
you guys just roll through your notes and I'll respond.
This one's off the rails.
We're gonna play tennis here. You knock something early, I'm gonna put a spin on it and knock it back.
I'm about to be Roger
Okay,
Federer.
so the first thing about this movie, my first initial thought is, I was like, this is literally this is the epitome of like early 2000s comedy.
Yeah.
It's literally just like
Shit jokes.
like hot girls, they're never gonna get them. Shit jokes. 2 like best friends, like dude, where's my car type thing.
But dude, don't bring Dude, Where's My Car to this.
I love it. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I've never seen that.
That one I'm actually telling the truth on.
And there's Blink 182 scattered throughout the whole thing, which made me think, I was like, how does Hunter like this movie? has Blink-182 like all throughout it.
It has
you like Blink-182,
Yeah,
right?
I like Blink-182.
You just don't like Sum 41, even though they're a way better band than
But it has
Blink-182.
Blink-182.
Cause I'm made too deep.
That song's in Malcolm in the
It
Middle,
has-
so you should
It has
appreciate it.
Just because they threw him a bone doesn't fucking give it any more
That's
credit.
not even one of their
This
best
movie
better
has the
songs.
same Blink-182 song twice in the
Does
movie.
it? I thought that happened, but
What song
honestly,
is it?
I think it was a different song. Cause I had the same reaction, but I think it's a different song.
I swear it's the same
I'm gonna be-
song.
No, it's lit. It's a lit song later on that I thought at first was
Oh, really?
Blink-182, but
Oh.
it's a lit
I
song.
swore it was the same song.
I'm gonna be honest. I zoned out about 30 minutes in. I don't remember anything else that happens.
I think it's a lit song.
Wow.
And for our younger viewers, that's a band. I'm not just saying that it was a lit song.
They sing what was their big
this
90s
movie
one
is
hit?
not lit.
It was they had one big like not. 90s
I
hit.
should be able to name
I just
it.
can't think of what it is.
Put it in a Ziploc bag and keep it in my pocket.
That's
That one?
Matchbox 20.
That's not it.
No, that's lit.
That's definitely not it.
Ziploc bag is one of their hits, though.
Oh, I know what it is. Is that one that goes, give me one in the
God damn it. Oh, it's my own worst enemy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it goes like, give me one in the
There.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
God.
David
David Arquette.
I think that's the one that played in it. Yes,
Yeah,
David
I think
Arquette.
it's- David
Genius.
David Arquette's character is not even a real person in this
It's just him. It's him just screaming.
Yeah, it's him screaming. Which
the whole
should be
movie.
right up your two alleys.
It's just overacting all the way, dude. It's just
That's perfect for you.
But
two.
he doesn't have the eyebrows to match it. You need the eyebrow charisma. Which,
He's
by
got
the way,
spiky hair though.
by the way, I need to point out before we really get into this is that this movie was directed by the guy, or it was written by the guy who directed Big Fat Liar.
which is very sad.
Yeah, what kind of fucking coincidence did that
Yeah.
end up being?
Without talking to Colin at all about it, I said, this review is going to be sad because it'll just be Colin and I shitting on a movie Hunter loves.
I love it, dude. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I was still giggling.
Oh my god.
I'm not belly laughing, but there's still times where I'm just like, that's so stupid. But it's just it's so much nostalgia built so deep down in me.
I smiled 2 times, and the 2 times were the Bonesaw cameo.
Oh, Bonesaw.
Bonesaw.
You guys,
Yeah.
you're
That's
fucking
the next one, by the
idiots.
way. Anyways, yeah, that
Because
was.
that is Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't know who that is. I just know it's Bonesaw, and he's got 3 minutes playtime.
I hate you both.
And then, okay, so I smiled for that because I was like, oh, we got Bonesaw.
So
And then,
did you? Real quick though, did either of you watch wrestling growing up, or were you
Here-
guys
here
just
and
like,
there.
oh, we actually
Here and
wrestle,
there,
so
you know,
we
it's
have to
funny.
have it.
What's funny is I changed my perspective of it a couple years ago, where I started watching it as Broadway, and like,
Oh well, yeah, like. I mean, it was still bad then too, but like now it's like
It's a lot
40
more
minutes of
theatrical.
talking,
Yeah.
20 minutes
So
of wrestling.
I
Back
wa-
then it was like 40 minutes wrestling, 20 minutes.
I watched it like 3 or 4 years ago.
Maybe it's
for
just
like,
me not remembering.
For
I
like
remember that.
a year,
yeah.
and I got really into it for like a year, and I was obsessed with Gold Dust.
Of
I
course.
fucking love Gold Dust.
course, Gold Dust.
It's my favorite.
I couldn't have said that better. Like if I was trying to insult you the most, like that's whatever. It's Gold Dust.
Gold Dust is easily my favorite.
Yeah, I remember
And
this.
Sheamus, I love Sheamus too.
of course.
But it was fun to watch as like Broadway for me, as like a play. It was really entertaining and a lot
I feel
of
like
athletes. It's fun, but then after that year, I just dropped off. Again.
See, that's the thing. That's another thing that I love about this movie is because at one point in my life, I probably could have told you 90% of the wrestlers that were in this movie.
Damn.
I think we, more than watching it growing up, we played the game. The Legends of Wrestling
Yeah.
game. We did that
And
way more
collected
than
the
ever watching.
action figures too.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, we did that a lot more.
But anyway.
the second time I chuckled or like smiled was when they were singing "Running with the Devil" with the
Okay,
nuns.
I was about to say
Because-
it's Van Halen.
Because Van Halen's my favorite band, so I smiled at that. But other than that, everything else did not hit at all.
Well,
Everything else was just terrible.
yeah, and
What are you flipping through?
What?
It's shit jokes, vagina
I
jokes,
researched the movie
ass
to
jokes.
see what was going on with it because it seemed like there had been a purpose to the movie. There's no way that this was just made for fun. And I looked it up, and it wasn't. It was actually the movie was completely made because this film wrestling federation called WCW was failing, and they were going bankrupt. So they needed a way to like make it blow up. So they're like, all right, we're gonna make a movie about it, and everyone will like jump on the movie and think it's great, and they'll start watching it. So literally, they hired people to like make a movie to save the business, and it ended up going bankrupt like 2 years later.
Failed immediately because WCW does not. That's like
they said
forever.
someone, I think it was David Arquette. No, it was the main girl. Who's the main girl? The blonde girl.
There was the girl from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I guess.
I forget her name.
She hated the movie.
I can imagine.
Main
She's just
girl.
the Krabs girl. That's what I wrote down. I wrote Krabs lady.
Oh, you
That's
mean
my only
King's
note.
wife? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Krabs
really
lady.
don't remember. I just remember the main girl in the movie hated the movie so much, and she tried to get the script rewrote, but they wouldn't do it, and like she had major conflict with everyone the whole time.
Yeah, I remember her scenes being kind of like, I don't know. It was like
Edited.
it was borderline sexist like stuff. Like it was like, it was just her being gross and like being trailer trash. Like I don't know.
I don't remember that.
It was fucking gross. That's all I remember.
The girl was fucking gross.
Here we go.
Shocker, you hated the female
God.
lead.
Damn it.
I thought she was really empowered, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought she took a stand. Single mother, that's tough.
Yeah. So,
You didn't consider any of that, did you? You just said, there's
never
that
did.
trashy woman.
that trashy skank walking
Jesus,
around.
Colin.
I just want them to show it down my throat. All right, just keep them out of the movies.
I said this movie is. I could see it. I said it's a timepiece, really, of like that what it used to be like back then, 2000.
Late
comedies.
90s, early 2000s comedies.
So I said it's a timepiece of crap.
How long did you think about that joke?
I think it was about maybe 30 minutes, 40
I feel like
minutes.
it'd been better if you said period piece. That'd make it sound like
A period piece of crap? No, a timepiece of crap.
They're both not good.
I said,
don't hit.
Oh, here's another one.
Just like most of the stuff in this
tell
movie.
Me if this
doesn't
works.
hit.
Ready to rumble? More like ready to snooze.
Nope.
No, it doesn't hit either?
Nope.
Alright, well, my next one's just what a waste of time. Does that work? Does that work?
Also, the runtime of this movie, for what it was like an hour 45.
It's just, I hate you both.
Hour 45.
I hate
This is coming from a man who is down to watch vampires kiss at any given moment.
Yeah, one of the greatest movies of our time.
The moment I was really like, oh no, was when
Oh no.
was when they wrecked their car, and then like a shit tank, like shit explodes all over them.
Yep.
Yeah, because the 18-wheeler that's carrying the toilet paper runs into it.
That's the joke.
Dude, I was like, oh god. I told Nina, I was like, I'm gonna go make some food. I'll be back. She's like, you want me to pause? I was like, no. Let it keep playing. It'll be fine.
You gotta let these characters develop. You know?
There's one dude. The editing in this movie is so bad. There's one part I'm trying to remember. There's this one scene. Oh yeah, they're about to leave the king. They're literally going out of the trailer, and he stops them for some reason. And they're wanting to leave. Oh yeah, they're talking about like how he's washed up or something. They're like, there's no way we're going back in there. And he was like, they were like, but maybe we'll go talk to him. And then just cuts to them in the trailer talking to King. Like there's no transition. There's no. It's just like.
Oh,
for
I
like-
remember
for
that,
like
yeah.
3-5 minutes of them like, there's no fucking way. We're not talking to him. He's washed up. It's over. And then like he's like, well maybe. And then just cuts to them talking to King again. And there's no like.
Yeah, it's just real.
It just happens.
You gotta cut time somewhere.
This movie, the way it's like, it almost feels like a B movie. Was this in theaters?
Yeah, I said there's like a big.
It feels like the it doesn't.
I don't know if I
the
ever saw it in
content-
theaters. I know I watched it on DVD a bunch.
The content doesn't feel like a B movie. Like the material, like I could see that kind of comedy being in theaters, but like the cinematography and like the quality of like the camera and shit they're using, because it's kind of terrible looking from what I remember, and like the lighting and stuff is really bad. It looks really low budget to me, even though I'm sure it had a crazy high budget considering there was like a million WW whatever F wrestlers in there.
I don't remember there being a bunch of. I don't remember having any problems with lighting, but
Yeah, it's weird when you guys bring up budgets all of a sudden. And now these are issues you take up with movies. It's weird how this is the movie
Yeah,
that
but
you
the
guys
other one's
choose to.
The other ones had a good budget.
looks great. Big Fat Liar looks fantastic.
Yeah, you're talking that blue, that neon blue lighting in that whole movie. If you notice, he uses a blue undertone throughout the entire movie to really build up to really add to the ambiance.
I told you this review is gonna be sad.
I hate you both.
I knew it. I was like, it's gonna be so sad because there's gonna be shitting on
Alright,
his child.
yeah,
Here, it's not a good movie. I enjoy it, but I just find it odd that you take punches at this movie that I don't believe you took at other ones that you probably shouldn't have.
Listen, you took shit to Vampire's Kiss, so I'm gonna
It's
shit
'cause it
all over
sucks.
this movie. Vampire's Kiss is a classic.
I would watch Ready to Rumble
No.
fucking 20 more times before I watch
That's
Vampire's
terrible.
Kiss again.
Well, which I wanted to ask
I
you.
didn't even watch it all the first time.
Yeah, I zoned out literally probably 45 minutes in. I couldn't tell you how it ended. I just know that Goldberg comes back in the end.
Fuck yeah, Goldberg.
That's
I mean,
bad.
Goldberg's in it. Goldberg.
Dude.
Bonesaw was the only good. But anyways, I was gonna ask you, rewatching it, was it as good as you remembered it being, or was it like, could you step back at all and try to watch it from a different perspective, or is it like too deeply ingrained into
I was a little
your
both.
childhood?
It was a little bit of both. I was, like I said, I was still giggling. Like, I was getting sucked into moments that, like, in my head, I'm like, this is bad. But I was still like, that's funny, though. So it was a little bit of both.
I just remember, I felt like they were really going for Dumb and Dumber. That's what I got more than, not Nacho Libre. I
Yeah.
really got Dumb and Dumber vibes a lot. But
Dumb and Dumber meets Nacho Libre.
Not even the triple cage match got you guys going.
at that point, it was so far gone that I don't.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, when I first saw Jimmy
DDP.
King, I wrote down, why is the Tool Time guy in this movie?
That is not Richard Karn.
the Family Feud Tool Time guy?
New song. That's not Richard Karn.
Is it Richard Karn or what's the guy from OxyClean?
Dermot Mulroney.
Derbil McDillon. Or Brian McDermott. Which one is it?
Huh?
No, I just like the first opening scene when they're at the fast food, and for some reason David Arquette's just screaming. He's like most of the
Of
movie.
course he is. That's his character.
I've only seen him from Scream before this. Was he? He was.
No, he's in C Spot Run, dude.
Oh.
That's the only thing I've seen him in. Oh, I've seen.
C-Spot Run's dope.
Yeah, I've never seen Scream. Actually, come to think.
You've never seen Scream?
You ever seen Scream?
I've seen all four.
I've seen bits and pieces from it, but I've never seen the whole
I've
thing.
seen all four. I like it.
I heard the
do.
fourth one was pretty good.
It is. It is
I didn't
pretty
hear
good.
the second and third.
I enjoy
What was it? What?
I heard
You
one
know-
and four were good.
Controversial. I think the third one's the best. Third
That
one's
I
my
have
favorite.
not heard from anybody.
Third one's my favorite.
Yes, yes. So, Scream and C Spot Run. That is in this.
And C Spot
Really,
Run
really
is
good.
definitely a strong point. That'd be a good pick. I haven't
C-Spot
seen
Run
that
would
in
be a great pick.
forever. It's
No.
been a
Oh,
long
double
time.
feature,
you
C-Spot
don't need to
Run,
watch
and
C-Spot Run.
My Dog Skip.
No.
I can't watch My Dog Skip, so I'm gonna
No, not
go
watching
into
My
it.
Dog Skip.
Yeah, I'm good. I can't
Will
watch
not
that.
watch My Dog Skip ever again. I won't do it.
Speaking of Skip,
I don't really remember anything but them being in a cemetery. You say speaking of
speaking
Skip.
of Skip, we're gonna skip on to our first read of the night for
Oh, okay.
one of our advertisers.
Word.
So this one's
We gotta,
Evan. You take it away.
Oh, I still need to do
Alright, let me get the.
The juice is going.
that.
Alright, so we got a new advertisement. We just keep getting new. I think a lot of the old ones just keep dropping us. So we keep looking for these new ones. And these guys are a brand new. Oh, okay, we're getting sponsored by a game show. I don't know what channel it's on. I guess I'll just stick to the read. This one is the Eddie Murphy Game Show. Hey fellas, do you ever have trouble finding something to watch on daytime television? Well, I've got a show for you introducing the Eddie Murphy Game Show. You remember Eddie Murphy, right? The star of hit films. The star of hit films such as
The
Daddy.
stump of hit films.
Is it a stump?
Is that what Eddie Murphy's doing now?
Ice cream.
Let's see if I can figure this out.
1 million Nick Nolte trying to solve a crime.
I get movie references for $400.
What do you mean I gotta run a daycare by myself? I can be an elephant.
I mean, that could mean anything. That doesn't help me.
Axel Foley. That's me.
What did it even say? Second question.
Come here, donkey.
Oh, who is Eddie Murphy?
I haven't seen him in a while.
As Daddy Daycare, Beverly Hills Cop 4, The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps, Another 48 Hours, Shrek the Halls, Norbit, Mr. Church, and Tower Heist. Mr. Church, man. I'll tell you.
What the hell is that?
Well, it's a movie. He tried to come back a couple years ago with the drama. It didn't work at all.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, even if you don't remember, be sure to tune in for one hell of a venture.
That's me.
Adventure. Adventure. He spelled hellava with UVA.
Who did?
Catch it on WBSN CBCN, Channel 2, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's www.schmeckles.org. Promo code, I wish I didn't have friends that bailed on me for poker games.
Ha ha! That's a weird ending for a Eddie Murphy spot.
Yeah, what a weird
what,
promo.
What else was happening there?
It says, I wish I didn't have friends that bailed on me for poker games, promo code.
Oh no, the bit before that.
Schmeckles.org.
What did it even say?
That's it.
Alright, so make sure you check that out.
That's
Interesting.
Who is Eddie Murphy?
Interesting ad. I'll have to be looking for that on WBSN CBCN.
Yeah, I'll definitely be checking it out. I feel like it's going to be like Match Game or something.
hey, you guys just breezed over all the classic scenes.
Like where he shoves his hand in his
And
ass.
we're back.
Yeah,
And then gives him the slushy.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
classic.
forgot about
That was nasty as
that
shit.
was classic.
He was just walking around. Yeah, at first he was just walking around with his hand in his pants.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what am I about to watch? Like,
That's the first 5 minutes, by the way.
I thought I was watching like Freddy Got Fingered at first. I was like, the Tom Cruise.
What was that for?
You just gotta stare him down sometimes, just getting me quiet.
Wow. Everything has changed.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta be reminded who's the alpha. But anyway, were they picking all of their the teammates they're gonna have? You got the fireman. I'm gonna hose ya.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember any of these
Oh
scenes.
man. When he's Gordy goes, David Arquette goes to.
Oh wait, what's the other guy's name? I'll give you $1. You know.
Gordy, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Doherty. Like Gordy and Doherty. Like, that's how
It's
silly
not
this movie
Gordy
is.
and Doherty.
I'm gonna
Do
say
you know?
it's Gordy.
I have no fucking idea.
I want to say it's Gordy and 2000.
I remember
I'll say
Jimmy.
Max.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Sean.
Let me look it up.
Max is a really early 2000s name.
But anyway, when Gordy is practicing his wrestling moves on the chick,
No,
and then
yeah.
they-
They're
then they-
pretending to have sex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's Sean.
And he calls
I
his
got it.
parents. He's like,
It's
I'm not a virgin anymore.
yeah. No, he didn't call him. He sends him a letter.
Does he?
Postcard.
Oh, right,
I don't
right,
even remember
right,
that
right,
scene.
right.
I don't remember most of this movie. I just remember I wrote down multiple times how many shit jokes can they fit in this.
You know,
I really feel like
don't
it wasn't that
remember.
many
It was
shit
like two.
jokes.
Nah, that's a lot.
Wait.
Dude, there's multiple scenes where they're just sitting in front of a thing pouring out feces.
That's all within like the first 10 minutes. Like they get all their shit jokes out right at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 shit jokes. I will say that.
I feel
don't
like they
think
make
it's-
one also when they meet his ex-wife or whatever. I can't remember though.
I don't think.
Oh,
that
and then
was
the
one.
plot twist at the end, where like the son's like.
Yeah, wrestling against him. How are all these people getting backstage? It's just a mob of people that should not be allowed anywhere back there.
I
They're
don't
just,
know.
fuck it.
You know, I don't think they even know.
There are plot holes in Ready to Rumble.
What?
This movie is
Not many though.
I would
tight.
say- Not a lot though.
I mean,
I would say This is the worst movie we reviewed,
Oh, it's not even
in
close.
my opinion. The worst one.
It's not
Nope.
even close.
It is not.
We've hit the 25-minute mark. So now, any finishing thoughts, or do you guys want to go ahead and rate it?
Guess we just gotta go and rate it.
Well, I want to ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this better than Big Fat Liar?
True, when you ask that. Is it better?
You tell me objectively which one's better.
Objectively.
You tell me.
Opinion. You tell
Which
me.
one's better?
Give me your opinion.
You tell me.
I feel like, I don't know, they're on the same footing. You know?
How could you say that?
Big Fat Liar is in fact better.
Yeah, it's not a question.
The second best movie we reviewed, Rocky's number 1, of course.
It's the same thing.
And then
Early
Big-
2000s
and then
comedy,
Big
same
Fat-
types of songs in them. Not
No,
super
they
high
got- they got
budget.
Fat Liar's
Smash
like,
Mouth.
it's time to have some fun.
Duran.
Duran, yeah.
Paul
Feig.
Giamatti. Not Paul Feig. Although that'd be cool. We
Alright,
gotta bring him up every episode.
let's do some ratings. Colin, on 1 to 10.
0.5 out of 10.
Hunter Rose. A through F through A.
A through F. I don't know. I'm conflicted here.
Don't give it a high rating because you want to spite us. Just be honest.
I mean, there's still love for this movie
I
in me.
understand.
You know? But I realize its faults. I'll go D+.
D+.
Okay.
I can agree.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Nostalgia can waver your...
It's not a good movie, but man, I like it.
It barely passes for you. It still passes.
No summer school for Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
Hunter's like, it's not good, but thumbs up.
In lieu of my actually just disregard that letter grade. That's my grade.
I'll give it an 18%. I give it a solid 18, and that's
Still
for
higher than
Bonesaw.
his.
That's for
Yeah.
Bonesaw. It is higher than his. All right, now we're on to top 5 cartoons.
Oh fuck.
First, let's get one.
I feel like
Let's get our
shit's gonna
next.
get real mean here.
Are we doing top 5 or top
Sure.
10 cartoons?
I'm gonna breeze through my bottom 5 and then focus on my top 5.
All right, all I have is top 5. But before we gotta do our next ad read. So.
Of course.
Let's get our advertisements out of the way.
All right. Coming up now, we got an ad from Okie Soap. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
I think it is.
Sounds right.
Do you think or do you know? You handed me the piece of paper.
I talked to them, and I believe that's what they said.
Okay. Hey, Rousers. Up top. I just flew in from Miami, and boy, are my arms tired. But seriously, a new product from the makers of We Kill Catfish comes a new revolutionary way to make soap. Here's a secret. Our soap is 100% wood. That's right. All pure oak, right out of the forest, cut into little squares. Perfect for all human body parts. Even that stinky vag.
There was
Willing
oak
to
up
go
in
to
their
an
hills.
oak wood tree and surely
My
chop
family
it
decided to
down.
go out and
You'll
get it.
get some wood and you put it on the ground and
We
you cut it into
rustled
little
up and down
squares.
the
It'll be a
mountainside
little
to
square
find
and you
the
put it
very
in a box
best
and you send it
oak
to a
to
manly
make soap
face.
out of.
He puts it on his face and then he
We
gets
gave it
splinters
tender,
and now he's
loving
kind
care.
of dead.
Packed it up and sent it straight to you to use on your money.
Okie soap. That's an odd choice of words for them to write.
Okie Soap is not playing.
It's called Okie Soap. That's actually the next thing I had to say.
Oh.
They do have a bit of a disclaimer here at the bottom. Do not call us for dick splinters. You cannot sue us. Prices are negotiable. Promo code.
If prices are negotiable? Or
They are.
Okay.
Prices actually
We can negotiate.
are
We
negotiable.
can barter.
That's promo code. What? I can't tell what this part is.
Ow.
Ow? Okay, that's an ow. Ow, my cock rouse. /rouse. Rouse.
And do they have?
I thought there was going to be more on the back.
See, I heard they were running some kind of like advertisement. If you buy within the next hour, they have a maple brand.
I've tried the maple. I'm
It's
not
like
a big fan.
maple wood.
Yeah, I'm be honest. I had to go to the hospital.
I had a lot of splinters from the oak.
I'm surprised we're still running the ad.
Yeah, it's been
I'm sure they'll drop us by next week.
Oaky soap. All right, now it's time for our transition.
This is the transition song. Transition song. Transition song. Transition song.
I gotta write my top 5.
Oh,
Do you
well,
not remember it?
I guess just...
I got like 4 of them, but I don't have the 5th one. I'm still kind of iffy on the 5th one.
I mean, oh yeah, you can't.
Can't you pause it or something? Doesn't it have a pause button?
Yeah, I can.
I'm sorry. We can just keep it going. It won't take that long.
No.
Oh.
Hello?
You didn't pick it up.
And we're back.
Janet, did you get the mail? No, pick it up.
Hello?
Janet.
Is someone gonna pick that up?
No, you gotta do it, not me. You. It's on your end.
Damn thing's just keeps ringing.
It's.
Where's the secretary?
Janet's over there.
And we're back.
This is not
All right, who's
Janet's
calling?
problem.
Like seriously, we've been. This
I've
is the whole.
told you.
I don't understand what's going on here. How?
It's right there.
And we're back.
It's flashing.
Get the goddamn mail, Janet. For the top 5 cartoons of all time. That's right, we're doing the top 5 cartoons ever made. I guess in America, mainly.
I haven't seen many other countries' cartoons.
Yeah, I've heard.
So.
I've heard Antarctica has some pretty neat ones, but that's above us.
Who goes first this
below
time?
us.
I don't know. I never know. Somebody go
I
before
think
me
I go
because I'm
first.
kind of writing
No,
something
we
else
usually
over
don't.
here.
Who describes it first doesn't go first, or we change it to that. I think we actually never mind. We change it to that so it'd be easier to remember.
I think I go, you go.
Yeah,
he
you're
goes.
right. You're right. Okay.
So
All right,
here's
time
the actual
to get
list.
mad. Time to get pissed.
Here's the actual list for top 5 cartoons ever made.
All right, so are you basing yours on like
Anime-
these are just your,
Anime is not allowed, nor recounting The Last Airbender.
and we're just this is like your favorite. This is your favorite cartoons of all
No, this
time.
is the best, the greatest.
Okay.
Alright,
All right.
top 5 cartoons. Number 5 is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ooh, that's low. Very, very, very low.
That's the 5th greatest cartoon ever made.
Okay. Strongly disagree with that.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Strongly disagree.
Number 4
Wrong for this one.
is...
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna explain at all
Explain it
why
to me.
Oh,
SpongeBob is in your top
I
5.
was just gonna roll
Okay,
through them
you're
as
right.
fast as
Actually, you know
We're about
what?
to be done with this
Roll
segment.
through
in,
your
like-
shit. I don't want to hear your bullshit for these next 4 that are over
No,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was literally a generation. It's a cartoon for 90s kids growing up. Like literally, their whole generation that grew up on SpongeBob. They all make SpongeBob references. You grow up going to school where everyone's making SpongeBob references. It has like some of the greatest cartoon episodes ever made. Dirty Dan is probably my favorite. I just recently watched
That's a great one.
the Alaskan Bullworm.
That one's
episode.
great too.
And
Oh,
that
fuck
one was
yeah.
hilarious. I was watching it the other day. It was- Yeah. I think why it's number 5.
Big, hairy, and pink.
I think why it's number 5 is it dips in quality so badly.
Yeah, it's like after season 4. The first 3 seasons are gold.
Season 4 is really good.
Season 4 is still good. After that, trash.
Whichever season's
Absolute
after
trash.
the Wishing Well episode.
Yeah, it's season 5. Season 5's garbage.
But yeah, it gets so rough. They recently made the Out of Water, I think it was called, the movie. That was actually pretty decent.
I didn't see that. I really want to see it.
Where they're 3D. Me and Hunter saw that.
It,
I heard the stories.
SpongeBob Out of Water or whatever.
yes.
It's like the
Theaters.
CGI one.
That's the one with David Hasselhoff makes an appearance, right?
No,
No.
that's
Or
the
other
first one. That's
Honestly, I like both of them.
They're both great, yeah. So that was great, but other than that, everything else is trash now for SpongeBob.
it is true. It really is. The rest of it is like god awful.
That's the thing. You know what? Actually, it's tough now because he does make a decent argument. Because I'm usually the one that's like, you gotta have a full discography.
Yeah.
You can't just like have one great album.
But it's got 3 amazing seasons.
Exactly.
The fourth one's good.
And it's still making
The
garbage.
rest of them, but
It's
you also
still
gotta
making
think
garbage.
it has like a ass load of episodes per season
In
because
fact-
it's like 20 episodes per season and it's like 2 episodes per episode, 11 minutes. Which,
In fact, I just started watching The Simpsons for the first time in my life. Someone midway through season 1, and it's blown my expectations for it out of the water. If I keep going and it's still as funny as it is, I would definitely put that around top 3 for me. That show is hilarious.
Pretty much any and all fans of Simpsons say that it drops off at like 9.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
And
it.
then
I've never
there's
seen it.
so good.
And then there's like 20 more seasons.
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
That's how
So you
Family
want
Guy
to
kinda is.
talk
I-
about
yeah,
how to
I
have
know.
and
I know.
That's how
stay
Family
empowered.
Guy is.
Well,
Family Guy's like the first 12
so-
are good.
Even still, that's
For the consistency, number 4 is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I knew it'd be up there. It's probably,
It's perfect. It
it's
never.
perfect.
it's
I love how
perfect.
that's his
That's a great
explanation.
show.
It's perfect.
It's so original. The
If
creative.
it's perfect, why is it not one? You got 3 other perfect
Yes,
shows.
I do. The creativity of that show is mind blowing. And it ends on a good note. It never dips. That's number 4. It scarred me as a child. And
That show,
it
dude,
still
that show
freaks me
scared
out,
the shit
so
out of me as a kid.
Still freaky. Number 3, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
That show is the funniest Adult Swim show ever made. You have, I don't care what anyone says, the characters made up in that show are like classic. You have Carl, you have Shake, you have
Carl's the
Meatwad.
best.
They're all hilarious. Even the side characters, like the little pixelated aliens,
Yeah.
are hilarious. MC Chris, whenever he's on it, he's hilarious. I've never seen an episode that was not like
You know
hilarious.
You know something crazy is I knew this was gonna be really high. I actually thought it was gonna be number 1, but when we first decided to do this list, I looked up the top 10 best Adult Swim shows of all time, and I'm not exaggerating. Literally every single list had Aqua Teen number 1.
Really?
Not a single one didn't have Aqua Teen number 1.
Yeah.
I was
it's-
like 3 or 4.
It is the funniest one. It's so funny, and I love how the show.
I just haven't seen enough.
They
I
of
mean,
it.
yeah, but what other?
I've seen, like,
as
3
far as
seasons of it.
as far as like Adult Swim cartoons, yeah.
They
But
have,
you're
like-
putting it against like Family Guy.
Well, Family Guy's account didn't originate on
It was a
Adult
Fox.
Swim.
That's technically a Fox show, but
No,
I still count
they
it.
counted that though. That was on the list.
And Robot Chicken's great too.
They were counting any show that was on
But-
that ran on Adult
yeah,
Swim.
Well,
Aqua
if you're
Teen-
counting that, Family Guy's better.
It's so
I just haven't seen enough of it. What I've seen, I love though.
so funny.
Hand
Literally,
in
that's
hand
always my
episodes.
go-to to just like make me laugh the hardest I possibly can. That's my
That show
Aqua
is
Teen's my
is
go-to.
amazing.
So funny.
Yeah.
And I love how there's like 8 series finales. They'll literally end the show and be really emotional, but then start it again with under a new name and just fuck
Yeah,
with
they
you.
changed the whole name of the
And
show.
it's so funny. Of course, number 2, pay respects. Of course, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That's number 2, easy. Everything. I mean, everyone knows Looney Tunes. That's where you get all of your jokes from. That's where every cartoon gets their jokes from.
Yeah. That's like the OG of
Yeah,
cartoons.
the OG, and it's still it's.
You write on the accepted movies for Job Corps paper.
Is this what it is?
Yeah. That's funny.
It's Looney Tunes is still funny to this day. It's still hilarious to this day.
Yeah.
It's almost like, for me, it's like the Seinfeld of cartoons.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, you could say it's... Because Seinfeld didn't originate, like, sitcom comedy.
Yeah.
But Looney Tunes, like, pretty much
It revolutionized
started,
it, for sure.
like... I guess Looney Tunes did start it because it was, like, Popeye and, like, all that shit. But I think Looney Tunes is kind of, like, the originator for, like,
Mickey Mouse, I
slapstick.
think, really started it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the Steamboat Willie. He's doing his horn.
And, of course, number 1 is the greatest cartoon ever made.
You know,
Everything
it's-
about it is absolutely flawless as Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Oh my God, Ed and Eddie is
Number
number
one.
one.
Ed and Eddie is absolutely flawless to a
Fucking-
T. You have the jazz music that just
It does have
is
amazing
so
music.
makes everything so much funnier. You have the most classic characters ever. You have really heartfelt and really tight friendships. You can really feel Ed and Eddie's like genuine friendship in the show. For real, it's like
I'm getting emotional about it.
yeah. No, like if you watch the series finale, the big picture show, it is so emotional.
The season finale, I will
The
give you that.
series finale is so emotional.
I would not say that show is emotional, but the series finale, they hit you in the balls. On
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one's like
it's rough. It's because you know
it
these
really did end
characters.
perfectly.
You know these characters so well, and everything they've been through, and all their relationships, and like Eddie is one of the funniest characters ever made, and the whole thing of them just trying to scam people to get candy is so relatable for kids, and like the animation's so creative, the music's so creative, the humor. The episode ideas, like they literally have an episode where they create a fake city in the cul-de-sac.
There we go.
And this cardboard city everywhere.
Yeah.
It becomes like this
Remember
really
that one.
serious, scary place, and like everything they do is just so original and creative and funny and genuine. And I could watch that show like 8 hours straight and never get bored of it. That's probably the only cartoon I could do that.
You know something? When I go to work, I leave the dogs in the bedroom, and YouTube has a live stream of Ed and Eddie, and I leave it on the TV while I go to work
I used to
every
watch
single day.
that.
Because when I'm getting ready to go to work, all I hear is the jazz music in the background.
That's awesome.
It's like, oh, this is gonna be a good day.
I do believe it's time for our last ad break. Is that?
Well, we
is
have-
that?
We have two more ads.
There's 2 more ads.
There's 2 more.
2 more after
He
this
wrote-
one.
No,
I mean,
no.
he got one in the mail, another one in the mail, also. So
Why
he's got an
do
extra
we
one.
keep? We're good. Like
We didn't think you were gonna have an ad.
Listen, MySpace hasn't been picking
we all
up.
agreed that we would call one place. That you called more than
I
one
know.
place.
MySpace hasn't been picking up as much as we hoped it would, and I didn't want to tell you guys that, but MySpace isn't doing that well.
But Tom,
Yeah, what about Tom? What's he doing?
I mean, no, he's doing
who
okay.
cares? Here,
I
just
gotta read
read
it?
the
Alright.
thing.
All right.
We just need the money, guys. We need the money.
All right. So this next ad, if you're lactose intolerant, go ahead and unsubscribe immediately, because it's called cheese.
Said.
Cheese. Bring it to your knees. Like a honey from the bees. Made like a Reese. Like a roll of peace. Give me a message. This is called cheese. This ad, it's called cheese. 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 It's a cottage cheese. It's called cheese. It's called cheese. It's called cheese. It's cold knees. Schnitz bald bees. Blitz loud tease. Blitz cloud sneeze. Wrist bounce seas. It's called cheese.
That was sick.
Yeah, I like them. I don't know what they do.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with cheese.
I know. All I can think about right now is cheese.
I think that's a
Anyway,
mozzarella in the fridge.
I guess go
That's.
do something with that.
I actually. I called up PBS because I don't really know how advertisements work, and that's just a public service announcement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called cheese.
It's called cheese. Okay, so we're just trying to it's like a learning thing.
That's what
Yeah,
That's what cheese is. It's
Yeah,
called cheese.
It's called cheese. It originated from Italy, I believe.
Which one of us is next?
That'd be
I think it's me.
Cool.
Right?
that'd be
I'm cool with that.
We're probably gonna go back and
Bill
listen.
here.
And
Probably
like,
gonna be real mad.
Bill here.
Bill here.
Here. With the actual list.
I feel like yours I won't hate as much.
I feel like we're gonna look back
Oh yeah, let me
at
wrap
these
mine up real quick.
episodes.
Let's sum it up.
And like when we say like I think it's this person's turn, like I feel like it's gonna be the same person doing it every single time.
Yeah, that's how.
Like Evan just goes first every time.
I never go first.
I can't remember.
Alright, so mine was SpongeBob 5, 4 Coyote Charlie Dog, 3 Aqua Teen, 2 Looney Tunes, 1 Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So the actual list.
No, that's real.
Number 5, Kim Possible. I'm just kidding.
'Cause I was really waiting to hear the argument on that one.
What is that Spy Girls show that came on Cartoon Network? Remember that go? Was it just called Spy
No,
Girls?
it's called Totally Spies.
Totally Spies. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, glad you remembered that one.
Yeah, dude. Those
That was all just a
outfits-
setup for us to make you remember.
Yeah, they made them
that.
look thick.
No, those outfits were hot.
Oh, they double
That-
C thick though.
Dude, that show was on at work the other day, and I was like, holy shit! I did not remember that. I forgot about this show.
I thought you were talking about like what
Blew
it
my
looks
mind.
like.
I mean,
thought it was
that
like,
too.
I was watching them. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
I like them
Dude.
curves and them lines.
I was 3/4 chub, right in front of everybody.
No, I always had a big crush on Buttercup, the Powerpuff Girls.
Sick.
So.
All right, so
No, Bubbles. I was Bubbles.
Better throw some
I
wild.
forgot her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bubbles.
I'm gonna throw some wild cards at you here.
Sick.
Number 5, Batman the animated series
Okay,
has multiple. Has like it's somewhere between 5 and 8 seasons. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember how. It's been a long time since I watched it.
Perfect all the way through.
Show is extremely dark for a kid show. Like deals with some really like serious themes for the show.
Had successful movies.
It came. I'm pretty sure it's the first time they ever had that song.
Yeah.
Right? That a rich
Yeah.
classic Batman song they
Yeah.
play in like the Jack Nicholson Joker Batman movies where it's like Tim Burton Batman movies where it's like I don't know, you know the classic Batman
Oh,
song.
that one.
You know, it's the most famous Batman
I just
song.
like it so much when you sing.
Dun, 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 dun,
Do this again?
dun, dun,
That's
dun,
not-
dun, 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 dun,
That's not
dun,
it.
dun, dun,
Indiana
dun,
Jones?
dun, 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 dun.
I think he's doing
I feel
Indiana
like he
Jones.
has combined all theme songs into one.
I'm pretty sure that's the Superman animated theme.
He is combined in every
Might be
theme
Indiana
song.
Jones. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, fucking classic. Yeah, so yeah, this show's great.
Sounds like Dexter's Lab.
It has the it has the best.
I can see that.
As much as I love Heath Ledger as Joker, but it has the best interpretation of the Joker in anything ever.
I don't know about that.
Because it kind of it
I don't
shows
know about that.
it shows every part of the Joker, like the gangster part, the clown part, the
Yeah, until
romance
Jacqueline Phoenix comes out.
yeah, that looks good though.
I don't care about it.
Really? It looks
I think it looks
super
cool.
good.
I'm very
It's
interested.
Super good.
Even though they're just rehashing the same shit, I think it looks good. But
Yeah, it's good looking shit.
But it does all the villains justice. Amazing voice acting. It's super dark. Great music. Adult themes. All around excellent show. Also, I want to say that I made this list based on the shows. If I had to think about shows that impacted my childhood the most, and shows that if I could never watch them again. And like the ones that I would reference the most nowadays. So it's like just which ones impacted me the most.
It's just a top 5 list,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, dude. This is a tough list, dude. Because like,
He's like, if I walked into school and I had to like shoot it up or something.
I
Like,
look deep into my soul,
Yeah,
deep into
dude.
the pit.
but dude, when
The
you're a
dark,
kid, though,
dark hole that
I
is.
I went into an isolation chamber.
I was in a deprivation chamber.
Actually, he made this list 5 minutes ago. Don't let him.
I
fool
did,
you.
I really did.
This impacted me so hard.
But I had the top 4 already in my head.
Shit, we had to do this tonight?
But no, seriously, this is like the most like nostalgic like list.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Let's
But number 4, Scooby Doo.
I thought about it.
I also thought about it, and I
uh,
didn't put it on there at all.
I'm gonna say it now. I didn't put Courage in my top 5.
Oh,
Also,
I
is
can't
this
believe it.
Scooby Doo? Who are you?
It's which one was in the 60s? I don't know which fucking where. Scooby-Doo, where are you? I don't know what the fuck it was.
Scooby Doo. Not Scooby Doo. Who are you?
If it was
Scooby Doo, where are you?
whichever one. I don't know.
It's actually Scooby Doo. Who are you? Who? That's it. That's the one.
I really want to know.
Okay.
But yeah. So the way I look at Scooby Doo is that it was. Yeah, the drums in that song.
So good. Keep it going.
Scooby Doo was pretty much the first version of Courage. Like it was like the first like kids show that like had a horror element to it.
Instead of acid, it was pot, though.
Yeah, they were just all high as shit the whole time. You got Daphne and Fred, banging somewhere. And there were some episodes that genuinely scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. And there was a couple movies This scared like Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, where
Yes.
they actually end up all fucking being real.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah. Cyber Chase.
It was really between this and Courage. I was kind of flip-flopping, but then I decided I watched Scooby-Doo first, and I was thinking it's like Courage pretty much was like the more modern version of it. Courage is still great. Yeah, Courage scared me more. As a great show. That's my number. Courage would have been my number 6, pretty much.
What was that? Dude, you're freaking me the hell out. You do some shit, Congus. Gives me the weirdest laugh I've ever heard from him. I'm fucking terrified. Is this what this is? Is this what this top
To
5
save
is?
his new home.
Alright.
All right. Anyways, number 3, South Park.
There it is.
You could make an argument for this being number 1.
You
I
could.
feel like it's probably the most consistently amazing cartoon in history. I would say.
There was like 2 seasons, I think, that I was not a big fan of. But other than that,
There's definitely some dips in there, but they're not. It's not full season.
Yeah,
dips.
there's dips, but like there's never anywhere it's like this season's gonna be tough to get through.
Yeah,
ever.
no.
It's like it's not the best, but like
You might not like some of their
Yeah.
choices here and there, but it's still gonna hit you.
it's gonna be great no matter what. I think I've seen it. I've seen every episode. I'm pretty sure, maybe, at least somewhere close to that. But you could say it's. I wouldn't argue if you said it was number 1. But I just didn't put it number 1 because like the nostalgia factor. Number 2, Ed, Edd n Eddy.
There it is.
Um,
See, now I thought for sure you both would have Ed, Edd n Eddy and
No.
Courage, so I was surprised on that one.
Ed, Edd n Eddy was my favorite cartoon as a kid, I would say.
yeah.
Even over my number 1, which is I'm gonna get to. But like I said, the jazz music's amazing. I love the animation. I think the characters are all amazing. It's got some like genuinely hilarious moments, even like as an adult watching it. There's been some great memes that have come from that show. Rolf is like one of the
All
best.
the characters are amazing.
Yeah,
Dude, all of them are great.
I
They all
hated that kid
interact.
with the braces.
Jimmy? Yeah,
and-
Jimmy
and
was
his
great.
sister.
Because
Yeah,
he
but
just
you
gets his
need
ass.
And the kid on the kid who was like the tough guy.
That was
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah, but you need a bad guy, and then Jimmy's the kid they all shit on constantly, and then Sarah's like the bitchy.
I mean, I know they got to
girl,
serve
like,
their roles, but
It's great. And then
Well, super well done.
also they never get the goddamn jawbreakers, do they?
They get them like once or twice. but
maybe at
the
least
next
gotta
thing
like
out.
taste them. Yeah, they never
Yeah.
finish one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also come with some great memes and like great GIF reactions. Finales touches you.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah, all around great show. And number 1, SpongeBob. And I would only pick this
Looney Tunes is
because
in top 5?
no, it was my number like 7,
Wow.
number 7-ish. I mean, if you argue, I wouldn't argue with you if someone put number 1. That wouldn't be like a big deal. I love Looney Tunes. But
Well,
anyways,
someone
I
did.
can't believe no one put Tom and Jerry.
that's my
That's so
honorable mention.
sad.
That's my honorable mentions. SpongeBob, I put this in there because it's out of all the cartoons I've ever watched, it's the one that I quote the most on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure I say something from the show at least once a day. There's gotta be something. The best episode of the show is the Band Geeks episode, where they fucked us over on the Super Bowl and gave us a little teaser of how they were gonna
God,
play it.
yeah,
That
we
was
thought
the
we were gonna
worst.
get it. Yeah,
Then we got
we got-
shirtless Adam Levine. God, fucking awful.
Actually, immediately after you got Travis Scott
Yeah, just
coming in
dog
comment
shit.
form.
That episode is amazing. Even like, and as an adult, you can watch that show again and appreciate it even more because there's so many jokes that like you don't get as a kid.
First 4 seasons maybe.
Yeah, but there's like I said, there's 25 episodes per season, and there's 2 episodes per episode because there's 2 11-minute
Someone
ones.
look that up.
It's around
Someone
that.
fact check that.
Because each episode's 11 minutes, which I always thought was hilarious because they would constantly in the show reference how the show was. Each episode was 11 minutes long. They would constantly do that.
Did they?
Yeah, they seriously did like 3 or 4 times. They would reference it. They'd be like,
Is that
like
constantly?
Squidward would,
3 or 4 times.
like Sandy would ask Squidward something. She'd be like, how much, like,
You just told me there's 100 episodes in the first 4 seasons. They said it 3 or 4
it might
times.
be more than that. It might be more than that, but I can't
That's
remember.
not exactly constantly.
They would say something like, Sandy was like, when can we do this? And Squidward would be like, I got 11 minutes. And the episode would end in 11 minutes. That's like exactly how it would go every time. But,
Oh, that classic.
yeah. It was funny. Great movies. Hilarious jokes. The best episodes of Band Geeks, the best moment in the show is when they think Mr. Krabs is a robot. And then SpongeBob explaining to him what robots look like. He's like, they got the claws for hands, they got the blood red eyes, and they're charged by batteries. And Squidward's like, Dennis, does Mr. Krabs look anything like what you just explained? And then he just bursts the doors like, oh! He's just screaming. His eyes are all fucking red.
I think my favorite moment is when Plankton's teaching SpongeBob how to be bad, and then he's doing the ice cream.
Assertive.
He's like, now let him have it. And he's like, you can have it. You can have it.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. At work, I have to do a PowerPoint on health and wellness and about the personality types like passive, aggressive, and assertive. And I always say insertive. I say not insertive, assertive, because SpongeBob. I literally quote that when I'm fucking teaching something. So.
SpongeBob made Colin a smarty
Bam.
pants.
I did.
Roll back through them.
Yep, and then
All
we're
right.
going to do our last ad, and then Hunter has his top 5.
So we got number 5, Batman the Animated Series. Number 4, Scooby-Doo. Number 3, South Park. Number 2, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Number 1, SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like mine's right in the middle here. Oh, you gotta do it.
Who wants to read this one?
Who is that? I look in the mirror, and sometimes I don't know what I see. What is my true identity? Is it the skin or the contents inside? I put on a mask and because my true self hides. What? I tried to, what? Shit. I don't even know if my thoughts are really mine. So that's Duster Vacuums. Yeah, what is that though? Hooky Dookie.
Yeah.
You know, for some reason,
Promo code Hooky Dookie.
Was a boy and he wanted his vacuum. There was a boy and he wanted his vacuum. He was dusting and a mopping and all the way flopping. There's a boy and he really wants his vacuum. Satan's fucking hard.
for some reason, all the ads that you get in the mail seem to delve into some philosophy type elements here.
They get real fucking dark and introspective.
I'm trying to,
They really forget to be funny.
yeah.
I literally wrote, it's called cheese over and over.
We got cheese and we got, I'm gonna die.
No, promo code Hooky Dookie.
Just, alright, top 5. Mine, I feel like it's kind of a mix. Well, actually, no, not yours, not of yours. Stupid shit. Number 5, I've got King of the Hill.
Oh, I didn't see that get an appearance.
Amazing.
I
That's
you
every single character is great.
Nina
I haven't seen it
is
enough.
watching that, and she actually says it's really, really good.
It's
I need to watch that
amazing.
show.
Bobby Hill is one of the best characters ever. And the side characters are fucking, all of them are
They're
amazing.
like, damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
I don't think he drops the GD.
Dude, there's an episode where Bobby learns self-defense, but he takes it in a woman's class. And so whenever a bully comes up to him, he goes, "That's my purse, I don't know you," and he kicks him square in the nuts. And it never gets old. I mean, and that's the basis of their comedy. Like it only elevates from there.
I need to watch it because I was just like turned off from it because when I was a kid, I was like, this is just a show for rednecks.
Yeah,
I've heard that
I'll
it's
say
amazing,
when
so.
I was younger, I didn't watch it as much because I was like, yeah, it just felt like an older person show. Like I don't know. But now watching it older, I appreciate it so much more
Yeah,
because it
I need
touches
to
on
watch
so
it.
many things. Oh, it's so good. Fucking Mike Judge is the best. All right, keep it rolling. Number 4, Looney Tunes. You got to put it in there.
Got to.
I really wanted to put Tom and Jerry somewhere in here too, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, it's too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Looney Tunes is fucking classic. I mean, you're talking about a show that has so many different characters and their own different elements. I mean, they're telling so many different stories,
For sure.
Yeah.
so many different styles of comedy. Fucking Mel Blanc doing all the voices, crushing it.
Who?
Mel Blanc,
No, that is.
Bugs Bunny. super famous voice actor. He did a whole bunch of the fucking Looney Tunes.
Big
Bugs
carrot
Bunny's
eater?
also the first ever troll.
Oh yeah, Big Troll.
He's also the big. What do they call him?
Big Chungus.
Chungus.
What a great meme.
And if you
Big Chungus.
and if we're counting movies too, then you got Space Jam.
You gotta fit that.
So-
in the
Never
thumbnail.
seen it.
You gotta fit that in a thumbnail.
Never seen Space Jam.
I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Maybe a next pick in the future.
Who knows? Number 3, SpongeBob.
Good place for it.
Same type of reason, it's. I haven't watched any of the ones past when I was, 13.
Yeah.
But good God, it's got some classics.
Yeah.
Just a couple of great fucking characters, all hilarious over and over.
The jellyfish when they live with him and they're playing the techno music.
Mhm.
I love how you identify more with Squidward as the show goes, as you get older.
Oh, for sure.
Squidward's actually the good guy.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's just a goddamn lunatic.
Yes. No one should be that happy going to work.
Do you remember the episode where they're on the Flying Dutchman's ship and the Dutchman
that one's
throws
so
Mr.
great.
Krat? He throws Squidward into the Fly of Despair.
She's falling
Fucking
forever.
amazing. And then he finally lands and he poops back on the ship. That shit's great.
I love the fucking magic conch.
Oh yeah,
Magic
that
Conch
one's
Shell?
amazing.
Because it's
Man,
just like, again, it's like
classic.
Squidward is just being a normal guy. Like, you guys are fucking nuts. You're praying to a talking shell that's got a pull string on it.
And
And he gets fucked
Yeah.
over the whole time.
You know what's sad about that show too is that not only do they show the new garbage episodes, but Nickelodeon can't show a lot of the old ones anymore. So a lot of the kids are growing up not seeing like the good ones because they won't air them.
That really
Like the one where
sucks.
SpongeBob learns a curse word, that won't be shown. The one where there's where Patrick and SpongeBob raise the clamshell as a baby, they won't show that one anymore because it's got like the gay stuff in it. Like allegedly, they're gay. So yeah, frustrating.
Oh, well.
I wrote a SpongeBob episode in 5th grade. I wrote a script. I wrote out an entire episode.
Actually,
How
can't
did that
remember
work
that.
out?
It was I have it in a box. But what happens is Squidward.
On next week's episode, we table read Evan's 5th grade
That's our next ad.
SpongeBob.
Just read that as the
We
ad.
read that the whole spectacle.
Squidward moves out of his house, and a pink sponge moves into his house because he can't take SpongeBob anymore. And a pink sponge moves in, and SpongeBob wants to date her and falls in love with her because she's a sponge, but Patrick falls in love with her because she's pink, and they're both fighting over her the whole time. And
That's
that's
actually
it.
not a terrible
That's actually not
premise.
that bad.
It's not a terrible premise.
Kind
I
of
really
impressed.
wanted to hate it. I really did.
And that's the
It's not
episode.
terrible.
Nah, it's not a bad episode.
All right, skipping on. Number 2. I can't believe I thought you would have this, but you didn't. Family Guy.
Yeah, it's my honorable mentions.
I mean, it does dip, but good God.
yeah,
Was
it's
it
my honorable mentions.
hilarious for so long. I mean, I watched it every night for forever.
Yeah, and even the bad ones aren't like
Terrible.
Like you
Yeah,
guys,
it's
you guys were waiting for Aqua Teen to come on. I was pissed that it was only an hour of Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy is amazing, and it's also a great background show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't like
They
really want to pay attention, it's a
they
great
make
show.
fun
to
of
just
that
have it on
in
there.
the newer seasons too.
Really?
Yeah, they literally, there's one scene where like there's this big plot device in the very beginning where you need to know what's happening because Stewie and Brian switch bodies. And so literally when they're explaining that, they put on big lead letters, get off your phone, pay attention. And they make
That's
you
really
like
true.
pay attention to that plot point.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a great show.
So
Oh yeah. I feel like
they're super
I've
aware.
quoted it for so long.
It's kind of sad because the people you almost want to hate Seth MacFarlane nowadays because like
He doesn't even write it anymore though.
oh really I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he gave it off. He only does the voices.
Oh okay because like some of his movies more recent movies have been
But now he's doing a
garbage.
Star Trek show.
But I've seen it get decent ratings. The Oracle?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but like I said, I've
watched
seen
it.
it get decent
Mine
ratings.
just-
and it
that's
got
It's kind of
renewed
a
pretty
one-trick
quick.
pony a little bit.
Yeah.
Self-aware humor.
But the writers that now write Family Guy have openly said it's very hard to stay motivated to keep writing it because they feel like they've done everything they can do.
Yeah, it's hard to keep going. They've
Yeah.
done so many episodes.
But still, great.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good show.
And
I can still watch the new seasons and not hate it. So
number 1, South Park. It is undeniably the greatest cartoon show ever made. How you're making cases for Ed, Edd and Eddie? Fucking, what'd you say?
SpongeBob and Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, it's dumb. South Park is the best cartoon show ever made. There is, like you said, the consistency is just across the board. No other show has grown like that and evolved like that and able to touch on so many different issues.
Yeah, it's
literally
smart.
in
Very
the
smart,
week.
yeah.
Like there's no other show that can respond to culture while it's happening.
Like how how when Trump won the election, they had changed the entire episode and the whole season because they had written it for Hillary to win.
Yeah.
Because they thought Hillary was gonna win. So that week they rewrote the episode.
well,
To have these insane deadlines, they'd make this shit in a week, and they're literally just responding to
Yeah.
what's happening in the world. Like no other show can do that, as far as a cartoon.
and they have
show
the best
goes.
way they wrote off a character ever when they wrote Chef off.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
they
just
just
used
kept
his old
using the
voice.
fucking audio clips
He
for his
used his
voice.
old audio
That
clips.
shit was great.
my top two episodes are when Stan Randy's trying to fight all the people at the baseball games.
Rocky spoof.
The Little
Yeah.
League. The Little
That
League
was
is fucking amazing.
That's up there for me.
And then the U2 when they're making fun of Bono taking the biggest shit.
Oh, that's great.
Those are my two
Those are,
favorite.
those are two Randy main episodes, which are always great.
Yeah, those are my two favorites.
Those are one of the other ones. My favorite is one where Cartman fights. Cartman fights Wendy. Oh, and Scott Tenorman.
And Scott Tudor- or when Cartman fights that
all
midget.
great.
That episode.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, that one's
hilarious.
amazing. It's like bullets. Words are like bullets.
It's like
Look at his little.
when he comes in here, all you guys say, "Hey, fat ass." They all do it, and he's like, "What the fuck, Kyle? Did you do this?
Look at his little suspenders.
Who put him in frickin' suspenders?"
Or when they ban porn or something, or I think they ban porn or something, and Randy has to like sneak off to the computer.
Oh, that's when the internet goes out.
Yeah, he has to watch like he's watching Brazilian fart porn.
Yeah, they walk in and there's this shit. Everybody's like, it was a ghost came in and it has ectoplasm.
The spooky ghost. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We can just sit here and talk about one character and all the great moments they have.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
it's-
I'm just realizing all my favorite episodes are all Randy.
Oh, Randy's.
Yeah,
Randy.
Randy's maybe
That's
the
the other
best
thing
character.
is that you're talking about a show. Like I said, it can evolve from at the beginning. It's just like death jokes and like that. I mean,
Yeah.
they're still touching on like certain political issues, but it's really just more like
Yeah.
lower grade comedy. And they just evolve and they make other characters your favorites.
Yeah. Randy's
Like
probably my favorite. now I
Randy's
think
just in
about
the background for like the first 4 seasons,
Yeah.
but then he starts.
You
it.
know,
Randy's my favorite character of that show now.
my favorite
The
character.
World of Warcraft episode.
World
oh
of
my
that one's
God.
Warcraft
great.
is amazing.
My favorite character was always Officer Barbary. He was never the main character a lot, but anytime he made an appearance, it was gonna be amazing.
See, and that's the great thing
Every
too. Is in
time.
the later seasons they bring him back and they give him this
Yeah.
like really rich, touching backstory.
Yeah, do you remember the chicken lover one?
Oh,
The
oh,
chicken
man.
someone keeps fucking chickens.
That was the first episode I saw. That was the first one.
It's one of the first seasons, and they're like, "I'm gonna find the chicken lover."
It's so funny. It's so funny because you guys didn't get to play. There's a mini game for that on Chef's Lab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where you
chicken
like
lover?
the chicken lover pops up in a bush and all the other bushes are chickens, and so like he
Oh my
goes down
God.
and it starts like whirling the bushes around, and you got to pick
Oh,
which
man.
one has the chicken.
It is
fucker in it.
great. I'm sad that's not my top 5. But
Yeah, you should be sad.
I-
South Park
like
is
I said,
the
it's
greatest
not.
Like I
cartoon
said,
of all time.
I just based mine on like the ones that impacted me the most as a kid.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I'm doing that as well because I started watching this show way too fucking.
I couldn't watch it until I was like 14. I'd sneak and watch it.
I was watching this show. I'm just saying, way too fucking young. I remember, like,
Well, you have it on-
probably 8 to 10 years old.
Yeah.
Me and you would go to that website and we would sneak and watch it
Yeah.
when Mom wasn't home.
Yeah.
It was like South Park X or something like that.
Because my
.com.
parents literally found a little drawing I did of, like, Cartman saying shit or ass or something. And they're like, did you do this? I'm like, oh, yeah, but I know. Like, it's just that show, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, I won't do it anymore, though.
I'm not mad with anyone's lists. I feel like they're all arguable.
Yeah.
Mine's right.
No, none of bad.
Alright, so anyway, mine is 5 King of the Hill, 4 Looney Tunes, 3 SpongeBob, 2 Family Guy, 1 South Park.
All right.
The best.
What are your honorable mentions? Do you have any more that you want to note? 'Cause I got some
Cow
more.
and Chicken,
Oh, dude, I need to watch that more, but that show was great.
so funny.
The red guy, dude, the red guy
The
pop
devil?
up, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Outrageous.
that was a great show.
Love it.
Hilarious show. One show that I've never seen.
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's not cartoon though.
It's claymation, but I guess
It's
that's
different.
I mean, I would count it.
It's
but
different. I don't know. It's different media. I don't know.
I
There's
guess.
no list you could put that on really besides cartoon. I feel like claymation shows of all time.
Scooby Doo was definitely one of mine.
Shit, what was I going to say? What was the one you just said? Oh, Cow and Chicken. I've always wanted to watch Ren and Stimpy because I've heard that's amazing, but
Ren and
I've
Stimpy is
never seen it.
Fucking insane, dude.
I've never
It'd
seen
be
any of it.
Right up you two alleys.
Yeah, I gotta watch
I've
that.
heard it's a lot
That's
more
not how you
adult
say
humor
that. Oh,
too. Like
Used two's alleys. I don't know.
I've heard it's a great show. A lot of people will claim that as like one of the best.
Oh,
ever.
definitely honorable
Fucking
mention
nuts.
is way underrated. The Misadventures of Flapjack. Hilarious
that's a really good
cartoon.
show.
I skipped over that show.
That's a really funny show.
Hilarious
Every time.
cartoon. So funny.
Did you finish it?
I'm almost done with it.
I
Foster's
don't like that
Home.
show.
That's really funny.
Foster's
it's a funny
Home's
show.
great.
Never really
Foster's Home's
watched it.
good too.
Fairy Odd Parents, I feel like is not as good as I remember it being.
Stop.
I don't remember it. I don't think it's as good as I remember it.
Stop
You want to talk about a dip though?
where you are.
Yeah, that show.
Yeah, but
did.
it lasts for a while. It lasts.
Bad.
There's a couple good seasons. There's a few good seasons.
That show really did.
Yeah, but even still, like there are it's few good seasons versus like SpongeBob's
I want to say it's
few
got
good
like
seasons.
more seasons than SpongeBob that are good though. I want to say.
But not one single episode.
I wanna rewatch
is
that show
better than SpongeBob.
It's not,
with
but
the
it's
three
still
kids
great.
stranded on the island from the 90s in Cartoon Network. The three
Oh
little kids.
yeah, I forget what it's called, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Fairly Odd Parents is great. Tinkelberg.
Maybe I have to rewatch
It's great.
it.
It's got some funny
I
jokes in it.
didn't have any of those. Honorable mention.
Yeah, I have Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Courage. Courage would have been my number 6. My number 7 would have been
I love how no one
Family Guy.
even references a Disney cartoon.
yeah, fuck Disney.
I didn't
then
have it growing up.
Yeah, well,
I had Aqua Teen, and then I had Teen Titans. That was a great
Ooh,
show, also.
for sure. Teen
Not
Titans
Teen
was
Titans
great.
Go. Fuck that show.
Justice
Teen
League
Titans
was
was
great.
good. Justice League was good. Teen
Justice
Titans
League
though
was
was excellent. It was really good. Dude, there was,
Superman the animated series was great.
there was an actually, well, I forgot about that. That was really good. But there was an episode of Teen Titans where Raven's dad comes home and he's Satan, and he comes home and starts the
Oh,
apocalypse.
yeah.
And they have to like fight. They're literally Satan.
Dude,
they have to fight him.
The 90s
Jesus
the
Christ.
90s Spider-Man show was fantastic.
That was a good show.
See,
yeah,
I didn't really
remember that.
watch any of those.
I heard the X-Men one is amazing. I never watched
Yeah,
it.
for
That's
that
the
too. I haven't
only
seen
one
the
I
X-Men
even
one.
halfway watched.
Yeah,
Is it
I haven't seen
I
the
enjoyed
X-Men.
it. I remember enjoying
I've
it.
heard
I
it's-
couldn't crank it out like you two were talking about these ones, but
SpongeBob was. I mean, Spider-Man was good.
Spider-Man
I never
was
saw
really
X-Men. But Spider-Man was really good.
Alright, get through the rest of your.
That's all my
Yeah.
my.
Alright, well my
Sure, I forgot
six
some.
my 6 was Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, that's also my number 1. Yeah, I should have said that.
My 6 is Rick and Morty, even with just 3 seasons.
Yeah,
there's not
dude.
one bad episode.
Yeah, that show's amazing.
Hilarious.
That show is.
Number 7, I got Archer. Archer's
Nina
fantastic.
loves Archer.
If you
I
haven't
haven't
watched
seen
it,
it.
you need
I haven't
to watch
seen
it.
it. Yeah, I've heard.
It's hilarious. Number 8, another Mike Judge, Beavis and Butthead.
Okay.
I also forgot about Home Movies. You remember that show? That was a great show.
I love that.
You know, every season's on Hulu.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, every season's on Hulu.
God, that if I had thought about it, it might have made top 5. I fucking
Coach McGurk-
love home movies.
Coach McGurk's one of the best characters ever. He's fucking hilarious.
Eddie. I love that show so much.
Then I got number 9, Tom and Jerry. It's there.
Tom and Jerry's
yeah.
so great.
And number 10, Recess.
Oh,
that was a good
love
show, too. Yeah, I forgot about Recess.
Dragon Tales, both great.
Recess was my shit.
Recess is better
Recess
than Dragon
the
Tales.
That's
movie.
the reason I actually got up on Sunday mornings was
Yeah.
just for Recess.
The
We
Recess,
went-
yeah,
for
so did
Saturday.
we. So did we. We didn't have cable growing up. That was all we got to
And we
watch.
went to theaters and saw the movie.
No, the movie was sick.
Movie was
And make a
great.
Pink Floyd reference
Yeah,
in the movie.
yeah.
I also had
Excellent.
mixed in here Hey Arnold, Rugrats, love it. Samurai Jack.
Samurai
I went
Jack
back
for
and watched
sure.
some of that shit. The cinematography on that.
Yeah.
is
Samurai Jack
fucking
was
amazing.
great.
Powerpuff
I heard the new
Girls.
season was good. The new episodes were really good too.
Powerpuff Girls is great.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Dexter's Lab, great.
Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers, man.
Bob's
I'm telling
Burgers
you.
is
Bob's
great.
Burger's funny too. Yeah.
It is great. For
I
sure.
really like The Amazing World of Gumball.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Chowder too. That was a good show.
Someone at SCAD swore up and down it's the greatest cartoon ever.
It's not all that, but
They
it's
did
it's surprisingly
They
good.
did an entire PowerPoint presentation on Gumball.
Dude,
Literally in front of the class, like talked about the backstories
That's
and
fucking amazing.
everything.
I mean, it gets really deep. Like it touches on some serious shit.
Yeah.
Then they did like an anime fight scene in one of them,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like a 5-minute straight anime fight scene. But they like hired out actual like artists that do anime normally to do the scene.
That's cool.
Yeah, they make some cool choices in that show.
Regular show. Is
Regular show's
also
fucking great, too.
Adventure Time, overrated.
There's some really dark jokes in Regular Show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One of my favorite jokes is
I
when
like
they say like, let's do something scary. He says, all right, I got it. Let's go to bed early and be alone with our thoughts. It's like, that's fucking relatable.
Yeah, been there.
All right. Well, we went way over than we planned.
What is it?
We're at an hour and 13.
Oh shit.
Oh, we can cut some of that.
Yeah, we can. No, for sure.
Yeah, just stop listening to 3 parts.
Yeah, don't even. Just cut it off.
I can't believe you made it this long.
This was easily our hardest top 5.
I ran through
It
it.
was tough for me.
It
I
was
feel
tough,
like
but I
any
got it
given
pretty
day I
quick.
could change a few of them here.
All right. Next episode's Colin's pick, so let's hear it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do
Even though we
a.
never follow these.
Yeah, we're actually gonna follow this time. We're gonna do a double
I'm watching
feature
something else.
of the Amazing Spider-Man and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and then we're gonna do top 5. I want to ask you guys.
Wait,
I
we
was-
can't do a top 5 if we're doing double feature.
Well, I was thinking we could just do compare and contrast for like 30 minutes, and then do the real quick top 5,
Just real quick.
possibly.
Just a light top.
I think we can do it if we compare and contrast. We don't like do like a breakdown of each.
So we're not gonna review each one.
I think it'd be much more like which one's better, and then like strong points, weak points, compare and contrast.
I'm glad that we just noted that we're going over time and we're just discussing this.
That's what I thought we should do.
Something like that next episode. Just get out of here. Go.
If we do
Leave.
top 5, we're gonna do top 5 superhero movies.
There's something. Something's coming.
It's gonna happen.
Don't-
Things are being made.
Do not like me. Me no likey.
Follow us on MySpace.
Don't click the button.
Subscribe to SoundCloud.
Eh.
Unsubscribe.